Uh, this is your boy, Adrian Aquarius, back at it yet again. And it looks like we're going to be talking about the Baltimore Riots for a long time. Probably at least for another month and a half. Um, I just like to know how long you think this is going to last. I can't imagine this going on for like, let alone another year. I know something big is going to go down. Something like really big. So I just can't see it just playing out like this. Because obviously young folks are just kind of tired of the march, and they're tired of the playing nice and shit. See a lot of people on the coon train. You got your a lot of your coon pastors. You know, being all angry, acting real dumb and shit. You know, these kids should be in school. These kids should be doing something progressive, and you know, it's all this thing of young folks always go into violence. It's the same old stick of the kids need to get out of the gangs. The stick of we got why we all mad, but with the black on black violence and the abortions, and I'm like I'm so sick and tired of at least the abortion thing, because like I said in my other video, these hood rats are the main ones going to Planned Parenthood, going to the clinics to to get tested. So they don't give a damn. That's just fake nigga outrage, man. It's fake nigga outrage. But I'm thinking I'm gonna title this video "A Conscious Sister's View on the Baltimore Riots." And this was a conversation that I briefly had not last, it was yesterday, last night. And what happened was, this conscious sister, she's claiming her so-called Moorish heritage, whatever. And she went on a little rant and saying that, I don't support the rioting. It's dumb. It doesn't accomplish anything. You know, all this kumbaya shit. And, she had the same views when it came to the Mike Brown situation. Like, oh, I don't understand why we're mad. I mean, we're used to it. Plus, we kill ourselves, and it's like and I kind of noticed something with a lot of these conscious sisters, because she falls into this loop of these conscious sisters, these Afrocentric sisters who use consciousness or so-called consciousness, metaphysics or whatever, to as a self-esteem booster. They hear brothers, worshiping dark-skinned black women with naturally curly hair, and it makes them feel special, and they'll eat it up. They ain't got really no hardcore shit. Talk to the average, Afrocentric sister. All she gives a damn and knows about is the so-called power of the melanin, so-called power of the pineal gland. Mother God, we was the original people. We were, the first person on earth was a black woman. Um, it goes on to that stick. And, they ain't really have no other knowledge or shit and anything else. But, I kind of do notice that a lot of these kind of abandoned dark-skinned sisters turn to consciousness to to get their self-esteem up. I mean, I'm not really too mad about it, but it's just like, don't be conscious and then just kind of just eat up all the pussy worship that a lot of these conscious niggas do. But like I was saying, with her views is that she talked about how, the writing was dumb. These kids need to do something constructive. And two other brothers kind of went on, like they were saying, like, You usually say some deep stuff, but this is not one of them. And I agreed. It ended up kind of being like a gender war between like girls' point of view versus guys. It just I didn't really talk much, but I just let other people talk. And she was saying that it doesn't accomplish nothing. We need to get the knowledge. And she didn't really be too specific. I already knew what the fuck she meant. It's so-called knowledge. Okay, you teach these kids they're Hebrew Israelites, they're Moors, they are Egyptian. What does that prove? What does that accomplish? Okay, I'm entitled. I feel great. But then again, look at the Hebrew Israelites, always watching over what the Jews are doing, and they always debating them. But deep down, those Hebrew Israelites, they're jealous of the so-called fake Jews because they have real money, they have real power, and that's the thing. That's why a lot of those Hebrew Israelites are so angry and so jealous and mad because they know they ain't got no realistic power. That's why they have to say shit about, oh, when the Most High Yah gives us our power when we know we're gonna enslave the whole entire race. Okay, yeah, all right, that's funny. Okay, you tell those kids they're this and that. What are they gonna do with it? They're gonna be even more angry because now they feel entitled. How the fuck am I so great and yet I have nothing? That's why I say fuck this, so-called knowledge or whatever, because it's not gonna help them. And I only commented on her status twice. One was just saying that, oh, the brothers had a point, and then the other time I lay down a message. She didn't reply back. I bet it was because it was too deep for her. She couldn't really debunk it. But I was saying something on the lines of these kids are not dumb, and they're being miseducated. They know they're being miseducated because they said it before. Why would they want to go to a school where teachers don't care about them? Another They can't be the lawyers, the doctors, the star athletes that they want to be when no one's pushing them or even encouraging them to get the grades up. A lot of these black kids in high school have a fourth grade reading level. Fourth grade. And the thing is that I was saying that, you know, I forgot, like, I made another point, but I was saying that your so-called leaders, your so-called black leaders, they need to invest in the ghetto or the black community so they can get better books, so they can put programs, so they can give them jobs. Because let's be honest, those black teens, black people, they fucked up the little trust that the white um the white trust, that the trust that they have from white people in there. So they're not going to get hired for their jobs at Nike's or at the mall or at the fair or whatever. They're not going to get those jobs. They're not going to they probably ain't going to be allowed to shop there. So there's going to be a huge racial distrust. And so now they have to rely on being self-efficient. They have to rely on group economics. And they will have to rely on that. Um, Shit. And so this is where your black leaders, you got all these fake ass clergy members coming in and saying, "Oh, these kids need to be doing this. These kids need to be going somewhere doing something positive." Okay, give them something positive. Give them work. Give them something that actually pays. No more programs. No more man camps. I said that on there on the comments. No more man camps. No more positivity camps. You got all these little these former teen gang members, and they put them in these little camps. And Sarge made a point of this in another video a long time ago about how he was tired of these so-called positivity brothers who take trouble youth. And he was talking about it was with this lady and they were gardening. And he was like, "What the fuck does gardening have to do with getting a job?" These brothers need realistic shit. They don't need some pampering so they can so they won't be reminded of racism, white supremacy. They need something to combat it. They need something to fight it. They don't need something to lullaby them to fantasy land. That's why I don't really support these man camps like Steve Harvey. I understand he wants to have black men and black fathers, or at least black mentors in these boys' lives. But the thing is, where do they go after that? You know, I think I'm gonna stop talking about Baltimore on Facebook. I think I kind of put out all my feelings to it. I'll probably just talk more about it on my group since they're more level-headed. Um, I have a lot of problems with the with these people on Facebook making videos, you know, doing the finger waving of, y'all kids need to stop doing this here. Y'all kids need to stop doing that. And it's like, and I told a friend, this girl that I go to school with, I told her, man, the civil rights generation needs to get the hell out of the way of what those kids are doing, because they don't get it and they don't understand. All this bullshit about we gotta be positive, we gotta think, we have to be good and we have to behave and this and that. Okay, we become good little Christians, we become good little people. What next? We're gonna pray for jobs that nobody's gonna give us. We're gonna pray for, some intangible bullshit. Get out of here, man. Get out of here, man. And, I get so tired of people, going on Facebook making these dumbass videos of, y'all kids need to stop doing that. Y'all protesters, y'all rioters are looking really stupid. I say, man, it's only black folks, man. Jeez, you know. And this is like the bipolar. This is not even really bipolar. It's schizophrenic, because when people will get mad at protesting, but when people don't protest about this person who died, especially when a young girl dies, they get mad that, oh, how come nobody's giving a damn about this person? Oh, and then when they protest, it's like everybody's like, well, protesting is dumb, that it doesn't do anything. And then, they'll be like, maybe we should be violent. Then there's more people that be like, well, the rioting's wrong. Well, goddamn, everything we do is wrong, isn't it? It's so crazy and schizophrenic to where everybody gets mad at what black people do. And I want to make a status of that. Because the thing is, people will get mad for not doing nothing. Then people will get mad for doing something. People will get mad for not protesting if somebody, like, if a kid died from, by the police. And, like, everybody was like, well, I'm not going to protest because I don't want to be, start a riot. I don't want to protest because, it'll look stupid. We don't want Sharpton here and all that. We do all that, but then people will get mad for not doing it. But then when it happens, people will get mad. You see, you can't make everybody happy. You can't make everybody happy. This is complete bullshit, man. This is complete bullshit. Man, this is a lot of bullshit right here, man. You can't make anybody happy, and that's really not the point. But the thing is, you see this kind of weak agenda that majority of black people have, to where they're mad at every goddamn thing. And speaking of not protesting, a lot of these black feminists will get mad when we don't march and we don't protest for um for black girls. And people do speak out, but the thing is, though, it's not like one's greater than the other, but we are more aware that black men are the bigger target. You know, the thing is, the reason why black men um, are more shown on the media networks is because they're easier to criminalize. You know, we're easy. It's a natural thought to these white supremacists. You know, there isn't. I mean, it's not really a lot you can do when criminalizing a black girl. The thing is with the white supremacist media is that it's easy to slut her, slut shame her, or just kind of make her, the whore, and do that. But you can't really make that into a violent crime. They're also aware of hood fights and shit like that, but it just doesn't have as much impact to where you're comparing a black male who is violent versus a black female who's violent. The black male has the greater offense. So, all these white feminists, all these black feminists talking about how come there's no outrage when girls die. Take that up with your white media. Don't look at black folks. Take that up with your white media. It's crazy, man. You got idiots like Feminista Jones, seeing her. I know she made this post a while ago, a couple months ago, and she was like on this little campaign of there's a privilege that black men are shown more on television as the victims of police brutality, when despite there's all these numbers of women doing who suffer the same thing. And like I said before, it's easier to criminalize the black male. And the thing is, it's not a privilege. I didn't like how she worded that. It's not no damn privilege being shot by the police. What kind of shit? How is that a privilege? You think black men are like, man, you know, I'm glad it's just us and not y'all. You mean what kind of shit is that, man? What kind of shit is that? I might make this video kind of long. I don't know. Man, it's raining. It's kind of cold. I got a lot of shit to do. A lot of shit to worry about. This is crazy. This is crazy. But this is our world, right? You know. I'm just kind of done expressing my opinions on the situation, on the general audience, the general public, because with all these single moms and all these idiotic females, you you know they, when they're not married and nobody's wifing them up like that, and they're questioning black manhood. Look at your Toya uh Graham, whatever her name is. Look at women like her who publicly emasculate their boys. Shit. And you wonder why black males ain't defending y'all. I see you black feminists bullshitting and complaining yet again. How come black males ain't protecting the community? How come black men ain't standing up against white patriarchy? Fuck you. You're holding them back. You're holding them back. That's why. So don't get mad when they come out gay or effeminate or weak, or uh they can't be so-called intellectually compatible with you, because you're raising them to fail. You're raising them to fail. You know. That's why I can't stand these little articles and these posts of why black women are so ahead and yet niggas are in the bottom. But yet I see a lot of you females, a lot of you hood rats with sons, and I wonder how you raised them. I wonder. And then you get mad when nobody's protecting you. You know, you feel vulnerable. You know, I look at I think it was a Crystalline Carazon video. The one on I think it was um this was around October during the whole craze of black male street harassing, and I think she was making a point on like why that black women are unprotected. There's no safeguard. They're vulnerable, and I'm like, she's blaming black men for being weak. Now I've always noticed that, even when she had her beef with Sarge, she pulled that shit again about this is why you good black men ain't shit either, because y'all let people like Sarge talk shit and you know defame black women. And I'm like, bitch, hold up. You don't even look at black men. Not even your own daughter. So don't even give me this bullshit that niggas supposed to cape for women that don't even fucking respect them. You did this. You created this mess. You hail white men at the top, and yet you expect black men to be kind of like the grunts and just be like, well, when white dad is a little too preoccupied with his own bullshit, you want us to fly in and do some shit. Get out of here, man. Get out of here with this bull. Love this shit, man. You love this shit, man. You love, crying for nothing. And you wonder why black men don't cape for you. And you need to be careful, man, with that. I ain't even mad at some of these black men. I ain't even mad at them. But the thing is, black women yet again have this bipolar thinking to where they can get they don't need protection, and then when thirsty dudes get after them, when all these other dudes and pedophiles and creeps and predators go after them, black women are the main ones saying like we're not protected in our own community. You don't raise these boys to be protectors. The black community can easily be like anonymous. We can easily police ourselves. We can easily do that. But the problem is, black women want to protect these pedophiles. They want to protect these rapists, pedophiles, all of them. They want to protect them. They want to pamper them because they can't let go of the fact that their son, their husband, brother, whomever fucked up, and they wonder why they get no protection because they protect the people that hurt them. Man, I'm so fired up, man. I should probably I'm just so fucking fired up. I'm just gonna eat, you know, just forget this shit. But they wondering why they get no protection, right? They wondering. Yeah, they run over to White Daddy and they feel protected. We're in a nicer neighborhood. We ain't gotta look out for gangs and shit. We ain't surrounded by people who like rap. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. And this topic really ain't got nothing to do with it, but it's the point of they're crying for protection, but yet they're effeminizing the boys, or they're creating beefs that shouldn't even be there. You know, and you wonder why these boys come out angry at women. Not respecting them. You don't give them the chance to be men, and you wonder why they're coming out weak. I just feel very sorry for that boy because he's getting millions of feedback from people congratulating his mom for taking away his manhood. You know, I'm kind of disappointed too because I seen Superboy 223 congratulating his mom, saying like, "Oh, it's better her than the police." The police wasn't going to kill anybody, honestly, if you think about it. They're already in hot water. They're just gonna detain people. I really doubt that they're gonna really be like shoot people and actually shoot to kill. I don't even. So they're not going to mess up you know their the reputation that they're trying to reclaim. Because if you think about it, they really weren't going to kill anybody, especially those kids, because their parents support the police, the clergy, the church, the schools. Everybody in the black community is against those black kids. So don't give me this crap of that the police could have killed them. No, they weren't. I'm tired of debating. Gosh, everybody's a fucking disappointment. Everybody's a disappointment, man. Everybody's a disappointment. Golly.